Good morning. Well, it's Monday morning and maybe Tuesday for you, but Fred made it on time today. That's good. That's probably because the weather hasn't been so great over the weekend. It rained a whole bunch, but that's okay. We need the rain, and that's what happens in the springtime. So hopefully you're able to get out a little bit as the weather improves a little bit. Getting out, getting a little physical exercise is good for us, as long as you're maintaining that social distancing. All right, so Monday, May 4th, we're into May, about 5-6 weeks to go here. So what have you gotten done in the last little bit? Well, you've got started on stoichiometry, completed the first synthesis lab, excellent. Today we're going to do a starter in Seesaw. We'll do a stoichiometry problem this time that walks you through those steps. We're going to do a second little simple practice stoichiometry problem. So if you're having a little bit of trouble with stoichiometry, tune into that process, because I'm going to walk through it really slow, simple, with some very simple molecules. All right, and then have you go over to Seesaw, do some calculations again for a virtual lab, this time with aluminum and oxygen. And we'll be talking a little bit more about some of the pollutants in Portland, bringing some of this stoichiometry down to the real world that we live in. So let's go ahead and I'll walk you through the starter questions. So our starter for May 4 and 5. I'm going to start out today. Question number 1, I want to know if 3.1 moles of arsenic sulfide, As2S3, is equal to 673 grams. So you're going to have to go to the periodic table, look up arsenic, look up sulfide. Remember, there's 2 arsenic, 3 sulfide, hint, hint. All right, do the calculation. Tell me if that's true or false. All right, number 2. 225 grams of arsenic. As long as you looked up arsenic, I'm telling you how many grams you got. I want to know how many moles that is. 2, 3, or 2.5. Number 3, a synthesis reaction starts with 225 grams of arsenic and 64 grams of sulfur. We're going to put those together to make that arsenic sulfide, but I want to know which limits the reaction, the sulfur, the arsenic sulfide, or the arsenic. All right, that's an important part of stoichiometry. Number 4, I started the reaction for you. I labeled the reactants. I want you to do the rest. And then number 5, see if you can go through the rest of the stoichiometry problem, assuming you start with 225 grams of arsenic and 64 grams of sulfur. So we're going to walk through all the answers to these in just a little bit. Fred is ready to go. He's got his iPad out and cranked up. He's all logged into Seesaw. And so if you're not logged into Seesaw, jump on over there, and I'll be back with you shortly, and we'll go through some answers.